Listen, let me start this statement off by saying welcome to the show. Here to put you up on topics that you really need to know. Live and center from the Ville, I introduce the coolest host. Y.C.S.W.U, the DJ, got you ready, good to go.
Yo, what it do? Welcome back to a brand new episode of YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio, featuring myself, as always, Y.C.S.W.U, aka the kid that never so dope, aka chilling like a booger, and the one and only man. Don't call him a DJ, call him Q, the mother-loving DJ. What's going on, man?
What's good, brother? How you feeling?
Man, I'm alright. Yeah, man. Weather, you know, we at the 70, now we back to 50. What's going on?
It's not trying to let us get something like that, man. We still trying to get there, but it's okay. I'm cool with it as long as it ain't freezing out there. I'm right. Cool. If I can come out in a nice little light crew neck, I'm fine.
I feel that.
Yeah, absolutely. How's it been for you, man? How your week been going?
It's going good, man. Ain't nothing. Can't complain about nothing. Mm-hmm. Man, how was your you went on that last episode. How was your birthday?
Man, well, it was my birthday. Oh, yo, so, alright, fun fact, right?
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
By the way.
Thank you, Saucyy. So, my birthday last year's birthday was garbage. I was like, I didn't do anything. Yeah, so I was like, this year, and I wouldn't really turn like no milestone age, but I'm like, I gotta do something fun. Like, I can't sit at home on my birthday. So I went to Atlanta. Because Atlanta's always, when you live in Nashville, I feel like Atlanta's like the easiest fun you can have for real. Because it's a cool little 3-hour drive, boom, boom, you do whatever. So went to Atlanta, ended up having a bunch of plans that were supposed to happen that didn't happen. But we still ended up having fun, so it was cool. And yeah, man, I got to really just kick it and chill, which I haven't done in so long, but like that was fun alone, like not even doing anything crazy. We went to Topgolf, that was fun. I actually learned how to hit a golf ball this time.
I killed y'all last time.
Yeah, it's like, you're gonna see me again. I actually know what I'm doing now. I was actually cooking bar, he won't admit it, but he didn't cook. But yeah, man, it was cool. We had a good little time.
Word. Yeah, next time I'm gonna go down there with you, man.
Oh yeah. You gonna get fired up about that Topgolf, man. Gonna fire you up.
Alright, man. I ain't played in a while, man. I still remember all my techniques and stuff.
This guy's like a golf champ.
LOL, not Tiger Woods.
Yeah, this guy.
Alright, man. Yo, as always, we keep the most amazing, talented, dope, and spectacular guests on the show. And today is like no other, man. We got one of the sauciest people out here, man, on the show, man. Saucyy, Slim, what's going on?
What's going on? How are y'all?
Good. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, honestly. I'm coming off of like a little high from a show last night. Yeah, a little bit, coming down, but I feel great though. Thank y'all for having me.
How was it though?
It was amazing, honestly. All of the performances were really dope. Shout out to Lil Stain, shout out to Big Gaza, Dugga Wugga, Wizzle, B. Marie. We put on a really dope show last night at the Vinyl Lounge, so yeah, it was great.
That's tough. So I do want to get back on that, but I want to make sure that we let you introduce yourself to the people so they know a little bit about you. So for our viewers out there, for either the people that probably already know you anyways, just let them know a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you're passionate about.
Well, my name is Saucyy Slim. I'm an artist from everywhere and nowhere. I would like to say I've lived in so many different places, moved around a lot. But Nashville, I mostly was raised, and I graduated high school from here. I have a lot of childhood friends here and stuff, and it was definitely a big part of my journey musically, developing here too. I have some siblings. I'm an older sister, older sibling, so I gotta hold it down, for the fam. Music has always been a big part of my life. My family is a big influence on my musical love. My grandma is a big influence on my music inspiration. So, that's a little bit of my backstory, a little bit about me.
So you was raised here. So where was you born?
I was actually born in Oklahoma. Oh. I don't think I've ever told anybody that.
Y'all heard it here first.
But yes, y'all heard it here first. I was actually born in Oklahoma. I did not live there for long, but yeah.
Yeah. So do you feel like do you feel like you? I don't even know if you could realize that in the time, but do you feel like you enjoy moving around like as you were coming up?
I mean, it was kind of a mixed situation. Like in some aspects, I think it was good that I moved around a lot because it got me prepared for what I'm doing now. I guess like doing music, I'm gonna be moving around often, but it was an adjustment having to start over in different places so often sometimes, and being the new kid all the time is kind of like not always the easiest thing, but it just helped me grow and develop. So yeah.
So do you think moving around affects, like, because I can imagine that you probably lose some friends along the way, and not really just off, like falling out, but just, hey, location to location, long distance doesn't always work. So do you think that affects like how you bond and meet with people?
It definitely does. It makes you have a deeper appreciation of the people that you are able to keep close, because you aren't able to as often, just make those long lasting relationships. So some of those friendships that I had from childhood are like people that I've known for years and years, and we've been able to just, stay locked in, and I really appreciate those people. So it just makes you more grateful for the people you are able to hold on to. So
what high school you went to?
A couple. I actually went to NSA, National School of Arts, my freshman year of high school for theater instead of music, actually. And then I moved to Louisiana my sophomore year of high school. So I was down there sophomore year and junior year of high school. Came back to Nashville and graduated from Hillwood. So it was a mixture of different experiences all over the place. But yeah.
How was your time in Louisiana?
I love Louisiana. Louisiana is like a second home to me, to be honest. I have a lot of good friends down there, a lot of family, good food, a good time. I just could go on and on. Honestly, I love Louisiana, and Louisiana is where I first actually got to get into a studio and start recording officially. So it's a big part of my music journey. A lot of my good music friends I established there in Louisiana first. So yeah.
When was that first time recording?
My very first session, it was 2018, and it was like when I first realized I could pay for my own studio time, because I thought you had to know somebody to get into a recording studio or something. I didn't.
Like that's the lie that they told us.
Yeah,
like that you had to be just like this next level artist.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, you can give them 30 hours and be in there.
Yeah, like literally, I had no idea that I could just pay for some studio time. So once I figured that out, it was like $75 an hour. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it and like invest in it with my little check and see what happens. But yeah, it was like 2018, 2019. I took one of my friends with me, and like, I don't know, I put the song on SoundCloud, and it was just like, oh, I recorded a song, it's official now. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it was lit. It's lit.
So if you can think back like to that time, like, because I can imagine that your first recording session is probably pretty exciting. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Getting ready to be in there. And maybe you had done like some other sessions that may have not been like studio sessions prior to. What kind of, do you feel like you had certain expectations of the session that either did go how you envisioned them to or didn't go? If you can remember that time?
Honestly, I kind of didn't have any expectations. I mean, I guess in a way I did kind of envision the movie thing. Like, people go to the movie situation in the studio, like, But honestly, I didn't know what to expect from it. I just was really excited that I was able to, like, actually get behind the mic and get in the booth and record a song. And it was just kind of mind-blowing for me at that time, honestly. So, yeah, I don't know.
So how'd you get your name? Because you got one of the coolest names out here. So
thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, it was an Instagram name, because I was like having people call me Slim in high school or whatever. And I changed my Instagram name to Saucyy Slim, and I said it at the end of one of my songs or something like that. And I was like, it's actually kind of cool. I guess it needs to stick now because I've said it in the song. And I kept it since then, and it stuck. So, yeah, thank you.
So what was that moment when you knew you wanted to do music?
I feel like it's been something I've wanted to do my whole life. Honestly, I've always loved music. I've always loved the power and the influence that it can bring. Like, you can really change people's lives with music or help people off the ledge with your music. Like, you really don't know the power of what you're saying to somebody that can really change their life. So I've always wanted to do music my whole life, but I really didn't get locked in with like writing songs and stuff until I was 11. Like in middle school, I started to write my own songs and stuff like that. I wanted to do the Disney thing, like Demi Lovato. So
you want to do like a little candle where they make the
I wanted to do the, you're watching Disney Channel. I locked in around that time, and I really was like, these songs could be something one day. And I wanted to share them with my friends in school. So yeah.
It's tough.
Thank you.
So you mentioned being a theater major at one point. So was theater like, did you feel like that was your path at one point and then you kind of changed to music, or did they kind of intertwine, or how did that work?
They kind of intertwined with each other because I originally auditioned for NSA for choir. It was choir and theater, and I was actually surprised that they let me in for theater instead of choir at the time, but everything, happens for a reason. Because it got me the opportunity to meet a lot of people that do music now in Nashville too, because a lot of us all went to school together. But theater did help me with stage presence and having to be in front of people, having to put on a performance and use your diaphragm, stuff like that, like trying to really, the performance aspects, I think that theater did influence in me and really putting on a show for people and stuff.
You say you you write your music and stuff. Is that a big deal to you though, like just writing on your music, or do you like to co-write?
It is really important for me to write my own lyrics. I'm not knocking anyone that does co-write, and I feel like in the future I'm open to working with people and collaboratively writing things. But I do take a lot of pride in writing my own lyrics and really putting like a conscious thought into what I'm making and stuff like that. So yeah, that means everything to me.
You ghostwrite before? Anybody?
I actually haven't, but I have considered doing that before, or I'm open to songwriting and stuff like that too, because I feel like you can still make an impact without having to be the direct face of something too. So, yeah.
Okay.
So you want to have Saucyy into a first song?
Yeah. Let's talk about What It Do.
Okay. What It Do was produced by Topper Outwood. Actually, shout out to Topper. That song features Slauson Bin Laden, who's also my studio mate, friend, label mate. He has a project coming out soon as well. He's really dope. It's just a song about my relationship with God, how I have been able to rely on my relationship with God to stay throughout life situations and hard times, to pursue my dream, to keep going, and that I knew that I was going to succeed and it was going to happen, Yeah.
So, before we get into it, so I know that was the only song you had a feature on the EP. What was that? Why did you choose that song to have the feature?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't consciously think about the feature per se. I do really like the feature, but the song itself, I felt like I needed to put out because it was really showing an aspect of like the backstory of me and my life story and stuff, and that I don't know, like this really means a lot to me that I have succeeded through so many things to get here, and that if I can do it, anybody else could do that too.
Okay. All right, yeah. So we're gonna get into What It Do, and we'll be right back on YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio. Hey, what it do? This your boy L Ambitious. Some of y'all might know I also own a music production group called Threshold Brace Productions. Now, if you're watching or listening to this episode right now, and you hear the music playing in the background, that's a Threshold Brace production. So, any artists, if you're looking for beats, hit us up. Threshold Brace got you. If you got your own podcast, or you need music for a movie, or whatever it might be, hit us up, man. We got you. Threshold Brace production links will be in the description below. Email as well if you want to contact us. But any artists, if you're looking for beats, mixing and mastering, and studio time, hit us up. We got you. You can Google Threshold Brace Productions to check out all our music. You can actually go on the You Can't Sit With Us Radio podcast page as you are right now, and check out Threshold Brace music videos and the music that we have made as well. So, but thank y'all again. Thank y'all again so much for supporting this podcast. I hope you're enjoying the episode that's currently playing right now. And until next time, man. Yo, what it do? Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So let's talk about Sauce Chronicles. So why Chronicles, not story, diary, tape? Why Chronicles?
Oh, I had to incorporate the theatrics in there a little bit, but I do think it does sound a lot doper than like the diaries or the stories or whatever. But it is chronicling my life and different aspects of me and as a person and stuff like that. So that's why I chose that name. It's the backstory of me and my life and where I've come from, how far I've come, and what I can do in the future. So, yeah.
So what was the process like? How long did it take you to put that together?
It honestly took like over a year, because at first I wasn't even specifically recording a project. I just was recording songs. Shout out to Lackman, who is also my manager or whatever. He told me when we very first started working together to just accumulate a good amount of songs, just record and just have the work there, you know. So once we got a certain number of songs together and we really sat down and talked about it, that's when the idea of us being able to put a project or EP out came about. So.
Alright, so my favorite song on the EP is Outlandish, right? So
thank you.
When did you know you was like just different from everybody?
From the beginning.
I've always felt a little weird, a little different, a little outlandish, I guess. It took me a second to adjust to that, but then I realized there's beauty in everybody having differences instead of everybody being the same. So I'm just learning to embrace that now and put that into my music and stuff. And I love people being their own individual, everybody being their own person and embracing that. So yeah.
What was one of the biggest messages that you wanted to get across with this video?
The biggest message is perseverance and faith and belief in yourself. If you believe, you can achieve. As corny as that sounds, if you really believe in it and you have a little bit of delusion behind what you're doing, it can come to fruition.
Yeah,
so,
you have to have that for real.
Yeah.
All right, you got a song called No Debate. What's one thing in 2026 you're not debating with nobody?
That I'm here to stay.
Okay.
I am here to stay, okay? The music is here, the work is being done. I just want my respect. That's it.
I hear it. So when we look at this project, very, very few features like we were talking about before. Do you think that if you're even thinking about the future project yet, is that something you think you plan to change or you think you plan to keep the same?
I'm definitely changing it for the future project. I actually have some features right now, some very nice features that I'm excited about, and I just want to put them out the right way, with the right content and videos and stuff like that. But I'm definitely actively working on some stuff with other artists currently, male and female artists. Yeah.
What how you know when a song is like an actual single compared to putting like on a project or EP or whatever?
I think it's that feeling that certain songs give to you, like you just know, like this is that one. Like I feel like every artist has that certain song that you can always associate with them to know that that's just that song, like that's their. And I feel like that's what differentiates maybe the project songs compared to putting out a single and knowing that single is gonna like really hit and stick for people, kind of thing.
Okay. Do you feel like, or not even do you feel like, do you have like a certain set of people that you work with?
I do. I work at the Cave Studio, so that's the studio that I normally am at. Shout out to the Cave. That is ran by my godfather, Nate Grizz. So shout out to Nate Grizz as well. He's pretty much been the whole, overseer of everything going on over there. Shout out to Lackman, that's my manager. He's of course been associated with a lot of other dope artists in Nashville as well, like Wizzle, Lil Stain, ABK Gates, stuff like that. That boy Damien, he is my producer, engineer, videographer, just whole musical connoisseur. He does all kind of stuff, like literally legit. And there's so many other people that I can name that are a part of our situation, but those main three I can really say is my team for real.
Okay. Yeah. So being a woman in this game, what's like one reality you wish people would talk about more?
One reality as a woman artist I think we should discuss more is the pressure to be so sexualized. I feel like they want, I can't say everyone, but I feel like a lot of people expect certain women artists to just exude like sexuality or come across as like a certain way, and I feel like there are so many of us that are doing music and that are out here that really do deserve the recognition and may not be seen, or they're overlooked because their image is not what people expect. So that's something that really needs to be, I guess, discussed, those expectations of women artists to be visually appealing to people or sexualized to get their point across. And it's like, we really want to be respected for our music. A lot of us want to be respected and really looked at as artists just like everybody else first, you know. So yeah.
Who are some icons you look up to?
It's a couple. Kendrick Lamar is a real big idol of mine, somebody I really related to listening to his music growing up. Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Kanye, I really, even though he has some very out there ideals, his beginning story and that hunger and who he was at the baseline of everything, I really have a deep respect for Kanye. So yeah, those are some main influences for me. My grandma too. Shout out to Miss Connie. Yeah.
What's your most like personal song that you made, if it's out or not out? One of my first songs that's on SoundCloud and YouTube right now, it's called You're Beautiful. That is probably one of the most vulnerable songs that I've ever written, because it's about like self-esteem and finding yourself in the world. It was one of the first songs I ever put out to people to really like get to know me as an artist. So it was really vulnerable and deep, you know, but I just wanted people to come along the journey with me and know like you can be yourself and be comfortable with who you are. So yeah. Since you've been doing music, what's like the best way in your opinion to like reach new listeners? Being outside in front of people, like physically, I think is honestly the best way. Being able to like, what's that saying where people say, to make 1 million fans, you have to shake 1 million hands. Like being able to really give people that experience of like hearing and feeling the music and like vibing with you, getting to meet you and interact with you and stuff like that, I think really draws people. I mean, social media has a big impact now too, for sure. So you have to take care of that aspect as well. But I think still just going to that baseline of people really getting to see you perform or getting to hear your music in person and meet you gets the furthest, I feel like, too. Yeah.
So if you happen in the car, right, taking a trip, and say maybe like 5-6 hours, right?
Okay.
Give me your top. If you could only listen to 3 albums for this car ride, what would they be?
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Let me think about that. 3 albums.
Or if you want to make it easier, you could do 3 artists. What are
3 artists? Okay. I could do that. That is tough because I listen to so much random stuff. Okay, I could listen to Kanye for a ride.
Absolutely.
I definitely could. I could listen to Kendrick because there's different albums I could sit and marinate on certain things, like what he's talking about. And then the last one, this is tough. Who?
Remember This the whole car ride.
The whole car ride is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one. I think we're gonna go with. I could do Lauryn Hill. I could do Lauryn Hill for the whole ride.
All right, you're gonna be late. You know that.
See, the thing is, I'm working on that though right now. I promise. Yeah.
I love it. Do you think like going back to, you mentioning being in a bunch of different places, do you think that influenced like your music taste?
Absolutely. Like being in different places, of course, you're gonna hear like they're different. I can't say cultural, but they're different sides of town, different areas. Like their sound, like Nashville does have a sound, even though people don't think that there is one here or whatever. I do feel like there is a community of artists that aren't just doing country here, me going to Louisiana, getting influenced with Zydeco and all of their different tastes in music, the bounce music, like it's just a whole different world out there, and I like what I like, so I could hear anything from different places, and if I enjoy it, I'm gonna probably have it in my playlist. So yeah.
All right, so right now, I know you stay in Book. You got shows, you got music and all this stuff. So I know if there's a point in time where like everything is quiet, you ain't got no shows going on, no studio sessions. Like what keeps you going, even when nothing's like really going on?
Me talking to God, me having a good faith system gives me like I can't speak, excuse me, equilibrium, sorry. But me having like a good faith-based system and stuff like that keeps me going, and just trying to take time for myself to regroup when I don't have things going on, and taking care of my self-care, and getting back to me at the inner core of stuff really brings me back to inner peace at the most part. So yeah, that's what keeps me going, for real.
And you go ahead.
Exactly.
Oh no. Along that same vein, what are some things that you enjoy doing just in your time? Like when you're not, being an artist, doing music, whatever. What are some things that if you could just have a day where you're like, I don't have anything planned, I can just do whatever I want? What are you doing?
Honestly, I'm really chill, really plain. I love to eat. I'm a Taurus. I don't know if that's just like a real.
I'm a Taurus too.
Okay, so
and oh my God, this man will go to the restaurant, eat one of everything, and be like, yo, I wanna lock that
I need a to-go plate. So a good meal always brings joy to my heart. Going to go get a little brunch or something.
Yeah.
I do like to smoke a little weed in my spare time. Listening to music. I like to watch Netflix true crime documentaries and stuff. So yeah, that's my speed. That's my thing.
I rock with it.
What's your favorite food?
That's a hard question. I'm like a really hearty food kind of person. I like pasta and stuff. Okay. I like a good oxtail, seafood boil. I don't know. I could go on. It just depends really on my mood.
Just that Cool Runnings the other day. Man, them oxtails was saving my life.
Okay, a good oxtail saves the world. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so what's the plan for like Saucyy Chronicles? Because I know a lot of artists they'll drop stuff and they promote it for like a week or two, and but it's been your project been out since November. So what's the goal? Like how long you plan on keep promoting it till you go to the next? Or
well, right now I'm still working on dropping videos for some of the songs on the project. So we're still working on content for Saucyy Chronicles. So people still have the opportunity that haven't heard the project to maybe catch on a little bit later on. I still have, new music on the way as well, but we're still just dropping things for Saucyy Chronicles at the moment, getting people the opportunity to get acquainted with the project still, and visuals and stuff like that for Saucyy Chronicles right now.
Okay.
Last thing I wanted to ask, so I always like to, so is Saucyy Chronicles your first project?
No, actually, I dropped a project called Reggie Rocket, which is my very first project. That was in like 2020.
Okay.
So COVID era or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was my first real project that I put out to the world for people to listen to. It was only like 5 songs on there or whatever, but it gave me that chance to learn how a project is put together and how you really release it, because I wasn't aware at the time when I first put it out how to really go about that, but it taught me a lot of stuff for the future though, for sure.
Do you think that Saucyy Chronicles has hit the, like, I'm assuming that you probably went into that with some goals in mind, right, of how you wanted the project to come off, how you wanted it to touch people, how people felt. Do you feel like you hit a lot of those goals, or do you feel like there were things that maybe you would have like changed, or anything along those lines?
For the most part, I can say it did do what I wanted it to do. I didn't necessarily have like a complete expectation of how it was going to be, because I knew a lot of people still weren't really aware of me as an artist before the project came out. But everything that I have received since then, I have been really happy about the support, the new listeners, people wanting to come see me perform and stuff like that. Like since then, it has really meant a lot to me since then, and it's been going really well and really fast, actually. Like the opportunities or the things coming have been going really quickly, and I'm just rolling with it. So, yeah.
Love it.
Yo, what's happening? This is Ambitious, one half of You Can't Sit With Us Radio. I hope you're enjoying this episode so far. We're gonna get back into the episode, but real quick, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate the support. Now, if you really love us and you really care about us, and you really want to support us, hit that join button. It's a monthly fee, but it comes with a lot of perks, man. Access to early episodes before anybody else, exclusive members content only, and then you might get your own customized content. You can hit us up and be like, hey, we want y'all to do this, ask this, blah, blah. If you want us to shout you out, we can do that as well. But, man, it also comes with maybe a lot of perks, a lot of prizes that you could possibly win. We might can get your own customized bottle. You might get your own title, your own You Can't Sit With Us hats. Man, hey, we got everything, possibly prizes. Look at pillow, man. Everything, man. You might even get your own Funkio, man. You might even get your own Funkio. Look at this, man. Man, hey, this he's our manager, man. Big Cheese. If you ever need to reach out to us, book us, this is the person you hit up, Big Cheese. And then this is our security, though. We don't go nowhere without him, man. This is Donatello. So yeah, you don't want to run up on Donatello. He gonna bite you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Then we got shirts as well. We trying to come out with new shirts as well. So you might. Hey man, it's possible you can win all this. We might give it out. You know what I'm saying? You got access to all that. Then we got the hoodie as well. So hey, we got a little bit of everything. That join button comes with a lot of perks, man. So make sure you hit that join button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this episode. Yeah. Yo, what it do? Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So, Saucyy, Slim, it's time for random ass questions. These questions have absolutely nothing to do with what we talked about today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Hey, so, it's first time on the show, so we get to ask you.
Okay.
Have you eaten cereal thing that you've eaten in the past?
Have I ever had cereal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love cereal.
So, he likes to let his cereal soak up a little bit.
Okay.
I like to eat it crunchy.
Okay.
What you think?
Honestly, I'm a crunchy cereal person too. I'm not gonna lie.
Most people are.
I like it with a little crunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel that.
All right.
Okay, but what's your cereal that you like to eat though?
I always do like crunch berries are like they will kill your gums like so I gotta give those a second.
Okay, yeah, I feel that.
There are other cereals that I can't remember right now that will really like I can think of like not Cookie Crisp.
Are you
like
a cinnamon toast crunch person?
Oh, I love those.
Okay, cinnamon toast crunch.
And those I don't let them sit too long because once they get soggy,
it's like over with.
They're done. So yeah, it just depends.
Okay.
All right. What color is a mirror?
clear. I don't know. It's clear a color. Gray.
Alright, if the clouds had a flavor, what would it taste like?
Cotton candy. Or blue raspberry.
Okay. That's great. That's what Donna said.
Yeah, that's what it gives.
Alright, is a hot dog a sandwich or a taco?
Ooh, that's tough. I guess a sandwich. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, if you had to lose one, cheese, bread, or sugar?
Whoa.
Ooh.
That's a hard question for me. The type of person I am. I don't know. Cheese, bread, or sugar? Oh my gosh. It would have to be bread. Cause I love my cheese and I love my sugar.
Yeah.
I really do. It would have to be the bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
What flavor of chips best describes your personality?
Spicy Doritos. Flaming hot Doritos. Yeah.
Alright, can dead people get goosebumps?
No.
Okay.
I think.
Is there a right answer to that?
I have
it's
yet
not.
to find out.
Well, I did look it up. It did say they
Oh, they
can
still
get-
have.
Yeah, they can.
I
get
mean,
it,
that
yeah.
makes sense though, because they do say like you still have some sensation, so
Yeah.
it might happen
Yeah,
after
yeah.
you pass. I don't know. It's crazy. I just learned something. Actually,
Hey, how does a sponge hold water if it's full of holes?
because the material is very strong.
Alright, if I hit myself, does that make me weak or strong?
It makes you mentally struggling at the time. If you're hitting yourself, no. I guess you could say you're strong. I don't know. You know your own weaknesses, so you know how hard you need to hit
Right.
yourself. I think.
Alright, let's see. Alright, do you consider your knuckles fingernails?
Fingernails. I mean, I guess that does make sense. They are the little joint. The way that they bend is kind of like, yeah.
I'm rocking with it.
The knees of the fingers.
Okay. Alright, my last question is, you think angels get high?
No. I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know. I'll have to find out. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with somebody.
Alright, well, we appreciate you being on the show. And shout out to social medias. Anything else you want to say?
Well, thank y'all for having me. First off, I really appreciate it. My name is Saucyy Slim, SAUCYY.Slim on Instagram, all platforms, TikTok. Check out Sauce Chronicles on all platforms right now. I have some other music on the way for y'all, some more videos. And yeah, just check me out.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to ask. Do you have any shows, anything else that's coming up that you got on the docket that you can tell people about?
Well, I am actually supposed to be doing something on the 4th of April. So next month, y'all be looking out for a show coming up very soon with some other really dope artists. All of the details haven't been put out yet, so I don't want to say too many things, but just know that there are some performances on the way.
Fire.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, as always, y'all can catch me on IG, Q the DJ, QUETHEDEEJAY, and on Twitter or X is the same thing. Also, tap in on my entertainment company business page on Instagram, Quality Unmatched ENT, all one word. Tap in with me there. Ambitious.
Yeah, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram and Twitter. That's the number 1 and the letter K. If you don't know how to spell ambitious, go look it up in the dictionary. Ask Alexa, Google it, dictionary, whatever you gotta do, man. Threshold, Brace, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you like the beats that I play behind this podcast, hit me up. You Can't Sit With Us Radio, all one word on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Oh, what's the Twitter? My bad.
This guy. We've been doing that we on the street. Y.C.S.W.U
Messed
Radio, all one word. Tap in with us there on X or Twitter.
Hit us up on Threads too.
Oh yeah.
Every now and then.
I gotta get active on the Threads. I always say that and then I forget.
Is Threads cool? I've never really been
Okay,
on.
so-
I've never been on there.
So Threads, I think Threads is really dope for like creatives, right? Because
Okay.
I think the thing about Threads is it may not be as popular, but the algorithm they have down to a T.
Okay.
Like you go in there and you're an artist, and I want my project to reach these type of people. That's what you're gonna see, and those are the
Okay.
people that are gonna see. So I would, yeah, if you're a person who's trying to like get something out or talk to a specific crowd of people, I think Threads has that to a T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. For sure.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure.
No problem. And yeah, until next time, man. Ambitious Q, Saucyy, we out.
This guy can't talk to me. Out of here. We're out.